And this is the sunrise. And I just find some very anomalous things here that I want to break down and back that up. Forward. All right, so up here we begin to see this, what most people would call a lens flare coming into view. We can see two sundogs here. Now this object comes into view, and the question becomes, is this the flare of this? Or is this the object that is being used to obscure this? And because of the tail that I see on this thing, and the way this thing seems to kind of change direction, kind of slide, it's behaving more like a comet of some sort. And so I'm going to run the gamma on these things. We're also going to see an object down in here, red object. So I'm wondering if this is the device that's being used to project, to hide this. And I'll show you the gamma images of this in a second. So, I think that we've been led to believe that this is the flare, and it may be. Is this the flare from this? No. This has an obfuscating triangle on it. So I'm leaning towards thinking that this is an object that's just being obfuscated with a lens. Because this red object here, when I zoom in on it, what you can see, this looks like a lensing system. You got blue, green, red, blue. That looks more like an obfuscating device than this does. Perhaps this is the device shooting the light up here to obfuscate it. Just a theory. But when you see this thing up close, it's pretty odd, and what I'm saying, I think, makes a little bit of sense. And then when you zoom in on the object that's being obfuscated, you can clearly see craters in the object. You can also see what could be considered a dust trail, wings, if you will. You see heat. This texture in here is certainly pretty compelling. And in this photo down here, we can see that there is a red object down here as well. Here's the small red object that I'm calling the obfuscator. And, could this be a planetary object? The trail coming off of this looks to be curved and not like it is moving in a consistent direction across the screen. And I do know that Nibiru is supposed to behave more like a comet than just an orbiting planet. At least that's what I've heard. So, that is my theory for the moment. Let me know what you think. I think it has some merit, personally. Here we are at Dawson Creek, looking to the southwest. And I want to draw your attention to these two objects. So I've blown it up a little bit. What the heck are those? Oh man. It's a couple of spaceships to me. Pretty bizarre, huh? Oh man. Yeah, and they've got that weird energy that I was talking about in my video last night, where they have like these little dots around them. If you know what it is, please weigh in on that, because I don't know. I mean, I suppose you might try and say that's fighter jets or something. I mean, I don't know. And then they disappear. Whoa, what was that? Huh. Okay, so these photographs are 10 minutes apart. This is looking to the southwest, and then boom, and then boom. It's a pretty consistent thing we're seeing with this explosive bright white light is seen at sunset repeatedly. Here we are at Manokotok, looking to the northeast, and it is 3:50 p.m. I thought the colors were quite unique. And I would guess that might be Venus. Well, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Take care. 1st, 2016. This is Canada. And this is the sunrise. And I just find some very anomalous things here that I want to break down and back that up. Forward. All right, so up here we begin to see this, what most people would call lens flare coming into view. we can see two sundogs here. Now this object comes into view, and the question becomes, is this the flare of this? Or is this the object that is being used to obscure this? And because of the tail that I see on this thing, and the way this thing seems to kind of